Shadows of the Cave. Mr. Farvanet said, "Let's assume it isn't so, but don't be surprised if one day you see a vulture of the bald species sitting on the edge of the trash can in your kitchen, excavating it." And then he talked about that old lion, and how it was no coincidence that in these types of nightmares, and even in our wakeful hours, any lion we imagine is old and weary. If you prefer, you can roll over in bed and think of the few hours of sleep left until morning. But if you half rise on your elbows and look, you will see that the lion has rested his paws on the edge of your bed and is staring at you with sleepy eyes. The magnificent halo of his reddish-brown mane is unforgettable, and he looks as if he has just smelled an unpleasant odor for the very first time, which has caused his cheeks to pucker like that. Apart from his occasional ill temper, Mr. Farvanet was a pleasant talker and possessed exceptional powers of depiction and analysis. In the bakery, he could be singled out for the way he stood on line sideways, perhaps because of his dread of coming into contact with others. Or, in the morning, for the one bottle of milk and the one pack of cigarettes he carried as he climbed the stairs up to his apartment. If you were rushed in greeting him and did so in passing, he would pretend not to have noticed you at all. But the moment you stopped and talked, for example about the spread of that mysterious smell, he would undoubtedly open up to you and begin to explain his frightening theories in detail. And finally, with perplexity and sorrow in his eyes and a smirk rife with insight into people's hidden thoughts on his lips, he would again warn, "All of us who live in this neighborhood and in this city are in danger, a danger far greater than the Mongol invasion and our massacre at their hands." Mr. Farvanet was an admirable man. Because of his infinite knowledge in all fields of science, the fruit of years of reading and research, and because it is said that in the years preceding the 1953 coup d'etat, he had held a key government position, it was only after the page turned in the Book of Times that he took to a secluded corner, or was obliged to do so. Consequently, he was regarded as a man worthy of attention. However, as one would expect, he seldom allowed strangers to enter the sacred confines of his home. From time to time, it occurred that the midday nap or early evening slumber of the residents of our apartment building was broken by his shouts of, "Get out of my house!" And then someone, in shock and anger, would slam the door to his apartment and descend the staircase. But there were also occasions, though not many, when neighbors or relatives would for hours delight in his company, replete with humor and engaging pleasantries. Mr. Farvanet believed that a man is a pitiable two-dimensional creature, with one half of his being inclined toward a societal life and the other half preferring the sanctuary of instinctive isolationism. He said, "Well, what does society imply? Man faced with a done deal, just that.